Now on Coast TV News.
Holiday roads. We look at the busy period for those heading elsewhere and those making their way to Delmarva.
Weather won't be an issue out and about through Delmarva this morning. A few showers mid to late morning. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day, and plus your latest on Christmas Day.
Wind farms frozen. The latest move by the Trump administration that puts a stop to several East Coast wind farm projects.
Plus, last call commentary, the window for the public to weigh in on key eastern Sussex County development projects is about to close.
This is Coast TV News Today.
You are looking live at the Bay Bridge that spans the Chesapeake. A little bit more traffic this hour, this half hour at least, since the last time we checked in, but I would still say normal flow for a Tuesday morning, especially if you have work. And you can see off in the distance the shoreline of Anne Arundel County, but later today we're expecting plenty of traffic from Delmarva heading over that west span.
Yes, Matt, now a busy highway in Delaware for drivers either heading here or for those who are going to Wilmington or Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. It looks like, as Matt or as Chris had mentioned, they're picking up a little precipitation up there. You can see the snow flurries.
Oh, no.
If you look in the left hand of your screen.
Yes, center there.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a little jealous of Newark, apparently. But hopefully that clears out, as Chris is saying, so people have a smooth travel day despite the traffic.
Yeah, we are in our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Grace Eckerly. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025.
And as we just saw, we have precipitation.
Yes.
It's a fancy word alert. Not snow down here.
A little bit, maybe a quote unquote. That's the closest we're going to get to a white Christmas, is what Chris Mass is telling us. And turning out to First Alert meteorologist Chris Mass Tribuno. Merry Christmas, Chris.
Good morning, Grace and Matt. Plus, good morning, Delmarva. Yeah, we're dry for the moment here in Lewis. As we take a live look there, we're at 38 degrees, so we are above the freezing mark. So whatever does fall here over the next few hours is going to be in the liquid variety. So we're not expecting any freezing rain or any snow or any icy precipitation across the peninsula this morning. In fact, we're a good 16 degrees warmer in Cambridge than where we were just 24 hours ago. You can see the radar right now looking a bit ominous, but most of this is not reaching the surface. If you're going to travel north today, you will hit some snow along the I-95 corridor for a period of time, but we are tracking showers here on Delmarva through the morning as this weak disturbance passes through the area. So that period of showers will last mid to late morning. Then we dry out through the afternoon. Will become partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs will reach the mid to upper 40s to near 50 in some locations across the eastern shore this afternoon. A pleasant, jolly Christmas Eve, and we are looking at a mild with a slight chance of a shower there early Christmas Day morning. We'll talk more about that. Full 7-day forecast just minutes away.
Thank you, Chris. And our top story this hour, it is the day before Christmas, which means we can expect many people getting on the roads, heading to their holiday destinations.
And turning now to Elisa Weber. She's in our newsroom, and Elisa, AAA says that millions of Americans will travel at least 50 miles or more away from home for the holiday.
Good morning, Matt and Grace. Yes, we are in the thick of holiday travel. The 13-day holiday travel period began on December 20th and will last until January 1st. And according to AAA, it projects about 122.4 million Americans to travel. That is a 2.22% increase in comparison to last year. 109.5 million Americans will travel by car. AAA reports record holiday travel for Delaware, with about 356,000 travelers, mostly by car. Nearly 2.5 million Marylanders are expected to travel 90% by car. And if you're looking to travel today, I know Grace and Matt, you guys are expecting to. Well, AAA says the worst time to travel is between 1 and 7 p.m. The best time to get on the road is before 10 a.m. Back to you.
Matt, doesn't look like anything favorable is in store for us on the roads today.
All right.
And if you're driving this week, you're paying less at the pump compared to last year. That's according to AAA. The national average for a gallon of gas is down 19 cents. In Delaware, AAA lists the average price of a gallon at $2.71. And when you break it down by county, Sussex County's average is $2.75, and that's slightly higher in Maryland at $2.77. And when you average the Eastern Shore counties, it's about 5 cents less than the state's average.
DART has announced its holiday operations schedule on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. DART says it will operate normally, but On Christmas and New Year's Day, DART services are not running statewide.
The Delaware Office of Highway Safety is bringing back the Sober Rides program for New Year's Eve. The Don't Drop the Ball campaign means that you can get a $20 voucher for Lyft and Uber. The vouchers are redeemable from 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve to 3 a.m. New Year's Day, and Delawareans can visit mysoberrides.com to get those vouchers.
The Trump administration says it is halting 5 wind farm projects off the East Coast. They're citing national security concerns. But here's a key piece of information. Not included on that list is the U.S. wind project off the Delmarva coast. Overall, the Interior Department says the wind turbines create radar clutter, which can obscure legitimate moving targets and generate false targets. Now, we're not entirely clear why U.S. Wind's project was not part of this announcement. It's been part of a months-long legal battle, and the Trump administration is working to revoke Biden administration approvals for the plan. In a statement, a U.S. Wind spokesperson said, quote, "Our region desperately needs the energy that will be produced by U.S. Wind, and we remain committed to delivering it," end quote.
Happening today, only a few more hours left to make your voice heard. People can still submit public comments on the proposed Atlantic Field Shopping Center off Route 24. The project could bring major retailers like Costco, Target, and Whole Foods, as well as TJ Maxx and Ross. Developers say it could create hundreds of jobs and generate nearly $79 million in annual labor income. But that Atlantic Fields project has raised some concerns among residents over traffic, safety, and overall development process.
As a homeowner, I'm concerned for my longevity here. We invested in this community, and it's not investing in us. It's not prepared. It's not looking after us, and I want to be able to live here and grow my family, and I don't think that's the case.
The deadline for that comment period is today.
And it's not just that project. Public comment also reaching its deadline on the proposed mixed-use development of this land. It's the Cool Spring Crossing project planned for 637 acres off of Route 9 in Cool Spring Road. This is in the Milton area. The plan includes more than 1,900 homes along with retail space, a grocery store, a YMCA, and more. And again, today is the deadline for those public comments.
Severe weather from the Pacific Ocean causing havoc in California. At least one person has died after flash flooding overwhelmed Redding earlier this week. Roughly a month's worth of rain fell in Redding this weekend, and now an atmospheric river is bringing more downpours throughout California this week. The National Weather Service expects up to 5 inches of rain across the northern Sierra by midweek.
New this morning, Milford schools are getting a boost for their classrooms, and this is thanks to a Delmarva business giving back. The Milford School District says 20 educators are receiving the 8th annual Hertrix Cash for Class grants. Its total is nearly $20,000. The grants support student-centered projects across all grade levels, focusing on literacy, technology, hands-on learning, wellness, and community connection. And for more information on what educators and from what schools are receiving the grant money, you can head to the article on our website, CoastTV.com. And we are now getting a live look at Washington, D.C. on this Tuesday morning. The Epstein files are still having an impact, and this is despite the fact that Congress and the president have gone home for the holidays. President Trump not escaping questions about his connection to Epstein, even while making an announcement on shipbuilding.
NBC's Alice Barr showing us how lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are calling for legal action against the Department of Justice, and now former President Clinton weighing in.
As lawmakers head home for the holidays, many lobbing parting shots against the Justice Department for not releasing the full files on sex offender Jeffrey Epstein by last Friday's deadline set under the Epstein Transparency Act. The Senate's top Democrat bringing up a resolution for legal action against the DOJ for what he called its, quote, blatant disregard of the law in its refusal to release the complete Epstein files, and accusing the Trump administration of hiding the truth.
This whole thing is with Epstein is a way of trying to deflect from the tremendous success that the Republican Party has.
President Trump voicing frustration over the continued controversy.
I thought that was finished. I believe they gave over 100,000 pages of documents.
So far, though, less than 10,000 documents have been made public, and there are heavy redactions, with close to 700 pages entirely blacked out. The Justice Department says it's necessary to protect victims. NBC News legal analysts saying a judge would likely grant an extension on the file's release.
But I think here, when we're looking at this from the public perspective, outside of the courtroom, there's reason to have skepticism. It's really the way that this is played out over time.
Former President Bill Clinton now joining calls criticizing the process. He's appeared in a series of photos that his spokesperson called selective releases, implying wrongdoing against someone repeatedly cleared. Now urging the Justice Department to release anything that remains related to the former president to promote transparency over insinuation. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And we're just getting started here on this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Food Bank Holiday Help. How a special initiative from one bank in Maryland is helping people a few days ahead of Christmas.
Also, community survey coming soon. We'll tell you what information Hillsborough is seeking about possible changes for the people living there.
And meal delivery benefits. In this week's Ties That Bind Us, we show you how Easter Seals participants gain work and social skills while providing assistance at Sussex County Cheer Centers.
Well, it's a good Tuesday morning, Delmarva, as we take a live look into Dover. We're checking out temperatures there, 36 degrees, so we are above the freezing mark. So whatever precipitation does fall, the ground and the streets will remain wet. Now, we aren't expecting any frozen precipitation across Delmarva. Most of this is fighting a lot of dry air, but we are expecting showers throughout the morning, at least mid to late morning. Temperatures right now 39 in Lewis. We're at 38 Dagsboro to 38 in Salisbury. So the shower threat will be with us at least through the morning, and then as we get into the afternoon, we're looking at mainly cloudy skies, then gradually beginning to clear through the evening as we get those temperatures into the mid to upper 40s across the Delmarva Peninsula. We'll talk more about your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast here in minutes.
Thank you, Chris. In Milton, DelDOT extending work on one of their sites today in light of the warmer temperatures. Route 1 from Deep Branch Road to Route 16 will see an extra day of work. You see that area right on your screen now. DelDOT saying that this work will take place from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and those driving in the area can expect minor delays.
Maryland state employees got an early Christmas gift. State agencies and offices are closed on Wednesday, December 24th. According to the state, Christmas Eve is treated like any other state holiday. On December 26th, liberal leave is in effect for state employees, meaning employees can take the day off with approval and not get penalized. State offices are closed on Christmas Day. Participants in Easter Seals pre-vocational services program are teaming up with cheer centers in Sussex County. And in this week's Ties That Bind Us, we show you how this collaboration is providing purpose and connection, one meal at a time. At least once a week, a van carrying participants from the Easter Seals pre-vocational services program pulls into the parking lot at the Cheer Center in Milton. It's a program for the participants who face some intellectual challenges, gain work and social experiences. This day, it is assisting with Cheer's Meals on Wheels.
When our Easter Seal members come in, we get them set up to start some of the things that we need for our 600 and some meals that we do every week. We pack bread, we do desserts.
They come in to put in to package the food, to seal the food, package the desserts that go in the bag, and them coming in helps us spread cheer throughout the community by helping us just packing those meals and getting them out.
This is generating a work ethic for them as well as responsibility, giving them stability so that when or if they tend to go into the workforce that they can in the future.
You guys having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Yeah. And it is good work. It's needed work that helps bring meals to people who are homebound.
We make sure our members outside of the building are still being fed, even though we're only open Monday through Friday. So they're a big crucial in part along with our volunteers to make sure that all these things get done during the week.
You just walk in and when you see them, they're happy to see you, they greet you, they're just full of good energy.
I see the interaction and they see how their personalities are definitely coming out.
They love meal runs. They love it.
Thank you, sir. No problem. Have a good day. You too. Have a good day. Thank you.
They have favorite houses, they have people they talk to when they go up to the doors and knock. One of the participants just nodded their head. Yep, they enjoy it. That's probably the favorite.
What's the best thing about it?
Volunteering.
They are volunteers, and they are much more than that. These Easter Seals participants are developing a life skill. At the same time, they are making a connection and helping other people in their community. For the ties that bind us, I'm Matt Penson. Time is 6:19, and you're looking live at the bright lights along the canal in Lewis. And Chris, you might have to deal with some morning showers, but the good news is it sounds like it's just limited to the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Just this mid to late morning time frame, we're going to see a few showers roll through the area. The good news is we're above the freezing mark, so we're not expecting anything frozen across the peninsula. 36 degrees. We're at 37 in Milton, 41 in Indian River Inlet, 42 in Ocean View. Look at this, 16 degrees warmer in Cambridge than just 24 hours ago, 13 degrees warmer in Salisbury. That's all thanks to a southwest wind flow, anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, if you are venturing northward this morning, say Newcastle County, I-95 corridor, you will hit some snowflakes there, and then more slick conditions north and west of the I-95 corridor. We're only looking at about a 3 to 4 hour period here of precipitation, even to the north. This is a quick hitting, weak system that's diving across the mid-Atlantic Clipper system, and you can see the showers back off to the west. So the showers this morning we're going to be dealing with today. By the time we get to Christmas Eve, we're dry. A few stray showers are possible early Christmas Day, and then a more significant storm system we're watching late Friday through Saturday. Highs today, 47 Harrington to 49 in Millsboro, 47 Denton, 49 in Vienna, 49 in Salisbury. So there's the showers rolling through this morning. They clear out by the afternoon. We stay cloudy for most of the day, and then those clouds will clear through the afternoon and into the evening. We're looking at a general 1/10 of an inch of rain once all is said and done. We're looking at plenty of sunshine through Christmas Eve, and then there's that shower opportunity at least early Christmas Day, and then 51. There's that better chance of rain late Friday in through Saturday, and then a strong cold front pushes through late Sunday through Monday, ushering in a blast of Arctic air as we roll out 2025. We're down to 38 by next Monday.
Thank you, Chris. A Sussex County town is asking neighbors to weigh in on its future. Millsboro is launching a townwide survey. They're looking for feedback on growth, traffic, and overall quality of life. Town officials say the survey will help guide future planning decisions. Some people that we spoke with say traffic, especially trucks moving through Main Street, that remains a concern even with the bypass in place. Others point to new businesses and restaurants as signs of progress. The survey is expected to get mailed out in the coming weeks.
And up next on CoastTV News Today, Food Bank Holiday Help. We'll show you how to help some people in Maryland as they're receiving some only a few days left of Christmas. We'll be right back. Across Delmarva, families in one city in Somerset County are getting some help with groceries before the holidays. The Maryland Food Bank's mobile market set up in Crisfield, bringing pantry staples straight to the community. People waiting in line told us that grocery prices are too high, and for some, getting to an affordable store isn't easy. Organizers say the goal is to fill gaps in the area without nearby pantries and make the experience welcoming. Ferguson says that the mobile market rotates across the Eastern Shore each month.
Well, we'll have a few morning showers here, at least through Ocean City and Fenwick Island through midday, and then we'll dry out through the afternoon as temperatures get into the mid to upper 40s there. The showers will be with us through late morning into Rehoboth and Lewis. Breezy conditions will kick up this afternoon, gusting to 25 miles an hour. And then there is that late clearing through the day in Cambridge and Crisfield with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Congratulations to Charles Hawk, Ocean View, Delaware. You just won an umbrella from CoastTV, and you can always call our CoastTV First Alert weather phone for your latest forecast. We'll track the showers this morning and have your latest Christmas Day forecast in our next half hour.
And after the break on CoastTV News Today, money for Milford students. We'll tell you how much some educators are receiving and what project funds are expected to support.
Also, wind farm projects pause. Why some proposed plans are being put on hold and what can happen to the one that's set for the coast of Delmarva.
And it's time for many people in Delmarva to hit the roads for the holidays. We'll tell you how many people from the peninsula are expected to travel for Christmas. CoastTV News Today will continue after the break.
Now on CoastTV News.
Getaway Day, the key number that shows how busy of a travel period that we are in.
Weather won't be an issue out and about through Delmarva this morning. A few showers mid to late morning. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day, and plus your latest on Christmas Day.
Plus, Christmas commute changes. How the holiday could affect your use of DART.
Community comments closing. A big part of the process for 2 development projects west of Lewis is about to end.
This is Coast TV News Today.
We are giving you a live look at the westbound span of the Bay Bridge. And Matt, I feel like there are a little more cars than the last time we checked in. It could be due to holiday traffic. Could also be due to, it's 6:30
I'm gonna lean on that it's the 6:30 on a regular work day for probably a lot of us out there.
People heading out. If you're going to Baltimore, Washington, Frederick, or any other point that's west of here, at some point you may cross over this bridge.
Yeah, in Delaware, here is the intersection of Interstate 95 and Route 1, perhaps the busiest of all intersections in the state. That's the big corridor connecting the East Coast. It's also expected to be a busy day there later on. December 23rd, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Grace.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Grace Eckerly. Thank you for being up with us on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we're approaching 6:30 on this Tuesday. We're heading full steam towards that Christmas holiday.
The holiday that, would you say it's Christmas?
I see what you're doing there.
Turning out a first-learner meteorologist, Christmas for Bono. And Chris, this is your holiday season, Chris.
Oh, yes. I know you've been loving that, Grace, this holiday season as we take a live look in through Dover. We're at 37 degrees, and we are tracking showers off to our west. We're at 39 in Rehoboth, 37 in Georgetown. This precipitation's been battling dry air through most of the morning, seeing some snow northern portions of Delmarva in through the I-95 corridor, but we are tracking this band of showers just over the bay in through central Maryland and Virginia. That's going to be pushing through later on this morning. It's going to be a brief round of showers, not expecting a whole lot of rain out of this system. We're going to get the temperatures into the upper 40s to near 50. Breezy conditions are going to be developing by the afternoon. A jolly seasonable Christmas Eve as we get those temperatures right around 50 degrees. Now, we could have a morning shower on Christmas Day itself, but we are generally looking at more clouds than sun through the holiday. We'll talk more about that in that extended forecast here in a little bit.
Thank you, Chris. And it's our top story this half hour. It is, as we mentioned, Christmas Eve, which means we can expect many people to be on the roads heading out to their holiday destinations.
Coast TV's Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. According to AAA, millions of Americans will travel at least 50 miles away from home for the holiday. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt and Grace. Yes, Christmas travel is well underway. The 13-day holiday travel period began on December 20th and will extend until January 1st. And AAA projects about 122.4 million Americans will travel this holiday season. That's about 2.2% higher than last year. 109.5 million Americans will travel by car. AAA reports record holiday travel for Delaware with about 356,000 travelers, mostly by car. Nearly 2.5 million Marylanders are expected to travel 90% by car. We spoke with someone who's traveling about 6 hours up to Ithaca, New York from the Delaware coast for the holidays, and they say this time of year there is an added layer of stress when driving.
So it's not easy to travel in general, but then at Christmas time it's even more crowded and more difficult. And then there's snow involved, especially when you're going up to Ithaca, so you have to factor that in as well.
And according to AAA, the worst times to travel today are between 1 and 7 p.m. The best time to get out the door is before 10 a.m. Back to you.
Thank you, Elisa. The Delaware Administration for Regional Transit has announced its holiday operations schedule, and on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, the Transit Administration says it will operate normally, but on Christmas and New Year's Day, DART services will not run statewide.
The public comment period is reaching its deadline on the proposed mixed-use development of this land. It's the Cool Spring Crossing project planned for 637 acres off of Route 9 and Cool Spring Road near Milton. And the plan includes more than 1,900 homes along with retail space, a grocery store, a YMCA, and more. And again, today is the deadline for those public comments.
Plus, there's still time to make your voice heard. People can still make their public comments on the proposed Atlantic Field Shopping Center off Route 24. The project could bring major retailers like Costco, Target, and Whole Foods, as well as TJ Maxx and Ross. Developers say it could create hundreds of jobs and generate nearly $79 million in annual labor income. But the Atlantic Fields project has raised some concerns among residents over traffic, safety, and the overall development process. That deadline for comment period is today.
Turning now to alternative energy, and the Trump administration says it is halting 5 wind farm projects off of the East Coast, citing national security concerns. Now, key here is the U.S. wind project off the Delmarva coast. That is not on this list. Overall, the Interior Department is saying wind turbines create radar clutter, which they say can obscure legitimate moving targets and generate false targets. We're not entirely clear here why U.S. Wind's project was not part of this announcement. As you know, it's been part of a months-long legal battle as the Trump administration is working to revoke Biden administration approvals for the plan.
New this morning, Milford getting a boost for their classrooms thanks to a Delmarva business giving back. The Milford School District says 20 educators are receiving the 8th annual Her Tricks Cash for Class grants, totaling nearly $20,000. The grants support student-centered projects across all grade levels, focusing on literacy, technology, hands-on learning, wellness, and community connection.
Salisbury's Department of Infrastructure and Development is working to keep waterways clean. Now, here's what we're talking about. Nets have been placed on stormwater pipes to catch stuff that's harmful to the streams, rivers, and bays. City officials say the mesh is made to catch bottles, wrappers, styrofoam, other trash while preventing upstream flooding. City says they hope this system will lower park cleanup costs.
And this just in, severe weather from the Pacific Ocean causing chaos in California. At least one person is dead after flash flooding earlier this week.
Yeah, now as John Lawrence shows us, other parts of the Golden State are facing big-time threats.
California is getting clobbered again.
The weather has just been a little unpredictable. We're getting more rain up in this elevation than I'm kind of used to.
Roughly a month's worth of rain fell in Redding this weekend.
It's really bad. We're a little bit nervous about even trying to go over with a big hurricane.
And now an atmospheric river, which is exactly what it sounds like, is bringing more downpours throughout California this week.
Snow will be measured in feet across the Sierra Nevada mountain ranges, but the rain measured in several inches across Southern California. The flood threat is real. Now is the time to prepare.
Evacuation warnings are in effect Tuesday for areas with burn scars from recent wildfires. Meanwhile, state and local officials are reminding residents to be extra cautious while behind the wheel.
Those flooded posted signs are to warn residents that road is flooded. It's technically not closed, but we definitely don't advise people to go through those roads.
Much of Central California is under a flood watch until Friday, and the National Weather Service expects up to 5 inches of rain across the northern Sierra by midweek.
We know that we're expecting a lot of rain and some wind, but we've weathered these storms in the past, so we're just doing everything we can to be ready.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And we have a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up.
At Delmarva Holiday Dates, we'll tell you how much longer you can shop and enjoy some of the holiday features across Delmarva. Also, we have Holiday Hoops Recap. Decatur heads up the peninsula to take on Queen Anne's in a Bayside battle. But first, Grace,
it's time to showcase how you are decorating your homes this holiday season. Today's Holiday House coming to us from Stanley and Herlock, and we're getting a very nice look at this cozy living room, some chimney. That stockings hung by the chimney with care. It's almost like literary, how beautiful and poetic this scene is.
It's a great touch there from Stanley and Herlock, and we would like to see your festive decorations also shared on our broadcast. Take a look at your screen. Send in your pictures by heading to our website, coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
This Tuesday morning is treating you well, Delmarva, as we take a live look in through Lewis. It's been a chilly, dry start. Temperature there of 38 degrees. If you're venturing up north, Newcastle County seeing some snow at this hour across the I-95 corridor, so some light snow in those areas. No frozen precipitation expected here on Delmarva, but we are expecting a round of showers here through mid to late morning. Temperature-wise, we're all above freezing. 37 Long Neck, we're at 35, Redding 40 in Laurel. Temperatures are going to hover right around seasonable averages. We're here right through the holiday, and then we'll drop to 43 ahead of another cold front that's going to be bringing in a bigger chance of rain and maybe even some wintry mix as we go into Friday through Saturday. I'll talk more about that coming up, my full forecast here in a few minutes.
In Ocean City, Winterfest Light's still open. It's still open daily. That includes Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. There are hours each night at 5:30 to 9:30. Now, there's no train on Christmas Eve, but you can get that photo with Santa Claus tomorrow. Also, Winterfest of Lights runs through New Year's Eve.
And if you're looking for something festive to do, Shelbyville Holiday Village is still open. Those hours today are 5 to 9 p.m. and Shelbyville will be closed tomorrow and Christmas Day.
Okay, heads up for you procrastinators out there, because if you have some holiday shopping to do, the Tanger outlets in Rehoboth Beach are open. Here are their hours. Today, it's 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Christmas Eve, you can shop from 8 a.m. You get a little early jump on that to 6 p.m., but the outlets are closed on Christmas Day.
And that brings us to our CoastTV poll. We'll see if there's any change from our last hour. We asked, how is your holiday shopping going?
Yeah, a little bit of change there. I think it went down a little bit to all done.
Ooh.
The Bah Humbug is staying the same at 24%. Almost Done goes up by 1 percentage point, I believe. And then Just Started, 5%.
There you go.
Yeah, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or on the mobile app.
And if you want to stop by and tell Santa Claus what's still on your Christmas wish list, there's time to do so. You can go visit him at his house on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk, and he's going to be there today from 1 to 3 p.m.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, folks. We are just days away from the Governor's Challenge Holiday Basketball Tournament. So that means these last games for the Maryland schools will be the last that count before 2026. Today we go up to QAC for some holiday Bayside hoops on Monday night. Decatur traveling to take on the Lions, their last regular season game of the year. Let's get right into it. First quarter, SD came out strong on defense. It's an early steal, fast break opportunity for Johnny Purnell, and he's gonna cash in the floater off the glass, first bucket of the afternoon. And then later, it's Purnell to the corner. Nikki soars for 3. It's a quick 5-0 run for Stephen Decatur to open up this ball game, but QAC finds their way in it. To Rodney Smith, floater, no good. The putback, yeah, that one goes in. Nice sequence there for the Lions for their first bucket. And then inside they go. Braylon Boyd to Amari Baynard. The pump fake and the score. The Lions led 28-23 after the first half. But then the second half, Purnell, he's just going to step into a 3 from the top of the key. He was really keeping the offense in it for Stephen Decatur. And then again, later in the half, it's a steal. I'll take that, and I'll have some of these. And 1 bucket for Purnell. But Decatur, they would cut the lead down to 6 by QAC. But at the end of the third, Amari Baynard, handling the rock near the timeline, walks into a triple. You just can't leave him that open. How do you do that? But then Baynard puts the nail in the coffin with this fast break jam. Amari Baynard, that's how you deliver a dagger. QAC goes on to win 63-55. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN, 8:30, Salesianum taking on that power from the Beltway, DeMatha Catholic in boys basketball. Then you can catch the final score at 10:30.
If you're having a rough week, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, some fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign-up to get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday.
Well, I would say the weather's been more nice than naughty recently. Today we're kind of in between. We'll have a few showers this morning, clearing skies through the afternoon. Not as cold, so we're not dealing with any frozen precipitation. We'll talk about your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast after the break.
And the time is now 6:46 a.m. as we're taking a live look outside into Laurel. Looks, maybe it's a little windy out there. Chris, the camera's shaking a little. It's black and white. Sun's yet to come up, but it's going to be a good week.
Yes, we have overcast skies right now as we await some showers across the area, primarily to our west. They've been fighting dry air. Right now in Lewis, we're at 38 degrees, so whatever does fall, the roads will remain wet. 41 Bethany Beach, we're at 37 Millsboro, 39 in Seaford. You can see we're running about 18 degrees warmer in Easton, so kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with this morning, all thanks to southwest winds. Now we have reports about a coating of snow there across portions of Newcastle County, so those areas are a little slick. So if you're traveling north, you will hit flakes here through at least the morning time frame. But this is a quick moving system. You can see some showers back off to the west, and these will eventually start to reach the surface as they continue to fight the dry air this morning as this weak clipper system continues to dive southward. Highs today, upper 40s to right around 50 across the eastern shore as we get those showers out of here through midday. The weak disturbance will pass through. We're looking at drier conditions by the afternoon. Continuing that southwest wind flow, we'll see gusts near 20-25 miles an hour through the afternoon into the evening, but we shed the clouds. Overnight, we're looking at clear skies to start our Christmas Eve, looking very nice. We'll squeeze out about 1/10 of an inch of rain, so this is not really a huge system for us. We are looking at partly cloudy skies by Christmas Eve, 50 degrees, an early morning shower on Christmas Day itself, but most of the day is dry. Fortunately, not a white Christmas, but more clouds than sun. Then as we get into Friday night into Saturday morning, interesting system here developing. If you're doing any traveling, say north of Newcastle County in through PA, New Jersey, looking at some wintry precipitation, I think, here late Friday night through Saturday. Mainly rain across most of Delmarva, and then a stronger cold front will be approaching late Sunday night through Monday. This system will bring another opportunity for rain late Sunday through Monday, but behind this, we're looking at a much colder air mass working in here as we round out the month of December and roll into 2026. 43 by Friday with that chance of late rain in through Saturday, and then an active stretch Friday through Monday, and then we fall from 56 to 38 on Monday.
We still need your help as we continue with our Bless Our Children campaign. We are raising money to ensure that every child on Delmarva has that special present to open this time of the year. And here's the latest donation and card that will go on our tree. Great winter scene, pickup truck hauling that Christmas tree on a winter day. And this card was sent to us from Jerry and Patty from Milton. Thank you so much for your donation. Businesses can help by accepting the Shell Brothers Challenge of donating at least $1,000. And if you want to help, send a donation and a holiday card. We may just read it on the air. Send a check or money order to the address on your screen or donate online at blessourchildren.org.
We have already raised over $325,000 to help children and families this holiday season. And again, we would like to thank all who have donated. And the time is now 6:50 a.m. It's time to check in with our coastal reindeer of the day, perchance. I don't want to say Santa's 8 tiny reindeer because Fred is a awfully big guy.
Yeah, we got Fred here. Check out Fred on your screen, and he is making sure to let the big guy know what to bring him. That would keep a smile on his face like the one he has right now. That is a great photo.
He wants one big bow. Thank you so much, Bill and Sue, for sending us in Fred. And you can send us more photos of your pets on Delmarva. Tell us what makes them so special if you take a look at your screen now.
There's that QR code top center. Scan it, and then you can watch weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, we've been talking about these cookies.
It's been over a week since we've been waiting for this.
So long. We are finally doing a taste test of the Chris Mastrobono's Italian chocolate crinkle cookies. Chris, how long did this take you to bake?
So it's more prep. You know, the batter takes, it's pretty easy to make, but the thing is you got to let the batter sit for at least 6 hours. So I basically let it sit overnight, and I do the batter.
I just want to
so much
Chris
love
did this.
in these.
Chris did this. I don't think I could do it.
And then you got to roll them, you know.
All right, here we go, Chris. Moment of truth here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. This is like we're in Hershey's chocolate world. Oh my God, this is fantastic.
I think the dangerous thing is we got the whole thing right here.
Oh my God, this is really good.
Chris has weather to do, and we have this.
Now, if you're a fan of chocolate, these are right up your alley. And I'll tell you what, no butter in those cookies. Vegetable oil. So as we take a look at the forecast for today, we're going to see showers here at least through mid to late morning. And then we're looking at primarily clearing skies through the afternoon and in through the evening. Winds will pick up a bit through the afternoon, gusting out of the southwest 20-25 miles an hour. But this is more of a nuisance system, and we shed it out of here by overnight. We'll dip into the mid to upper 30s overnight, so not as cold. 50 for Christmas Day. In fact, really nice day for Christmas Eve. Mostly sunny skies. High clouds will begin to increase late in the day, and that will lead to a shower chance at least early Christmas Day. Most of the day will be dry. We're looking at a mostly cloudy day. Unfortunately, not trending white. No white Christmas there this year, but we are trending colder late in the week, 43 into Friday. And then watching a system late Friday through Saturday will bring an opportunity for some potential wintry mix, especially north of Delmarva in through Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And then a lot of clouds this weekend, 49 Saturday, 56 into Sunday, and then late rain Sunday in through Monday. Winds will really pick up in through Monday. We're looking at wind chills back in the teens and 20s. And then look at this, as we round out 2025, temperatures are going to be falling back into the 30s, and they're looking at much colder conditions by the time we get through the end of 2025 and begin 2026. Boy, did the year fly by, and Grace is enjoying those cookies.
Yeah. Again, I think the dangerous thing is you left them here, Chris. You left them here. So you're doing the weather.
Come on,
yeah,
Chris.
come on, Chris. Come on over.
There we go.
Have one of your
I'll
own.
step up
Have
here. There
one
we
of
go.
your
I'm
own.
impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Because
This is fantastic.
baking is not my wheelhouse. And the fact that you're able to pull this
Betty
off here.
Crocker. Oh, my gosh.
My aunt used to make them for years, and then, you know, things happened. We stopped, and then I just picked up the tradition and started making them.
All right. Well, when you come back for midday, there won't be any left. Any left of these.
I promised Cody some, though.
Oh, okay. We'll get into
our director,
directors.
Cody. I
All
guess
right.
the crew down in Salisbury will be getting some too.
Well, thank you, Chris, for this,
All right,
and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Today.
The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News Midday. No cookies will be present because we're going to eat them all.
We'll try. And for even more news and coverage, you can count on download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.